That was terrible. Well, good morning. Kinda. Welcome to EUC Learn Along. What do we got? We got some more Citrix stuff. So last video, I did a reminder to myself, but also we did a rewrite action and policy for storefront. Cool stuff. Stuff to add on to our build list when we build out a environment. But now I want to look at some of the new features for Citrix 24.11. And I want to look at specifically user profile management, container-based solution. Alright, so I got everything set up. I even got the gateway finished. Again, takes just a couple minutes. Coffee's so good. So I need some storage. So these A and B servers, again, I'm kind of limited on storage. Maybe I can find a hard drive laying around somewhere. And I'll set up like a 10 gig partition on both of these. And we'll use these as our profile servers as well. Because Citrix has a replication process to where we don't need any DFS cluster setup or anything like that, so we'll be alright. Oh, and so I need to add another hard disk. Correct. Yep, SCSI's cool. Yep. We'll set this to 10. What's going on with my numbers? Is 10 going to be enough? Yep, I think we'll be okay. This one, we'll do the same thing. All right. Man, if we were using built-in Windows Admin Center, we do this all via web browser. It's okay. Disk management, and I need to do the same. So I think I can do this. The only thing that's on this server is our licensing, so we'll be all right. We can fail over. Assign a drive letter. E. Why not? We'll call it storage. All right. Alright, so now we got some storage. We'll share it out. Again, permissions I'm going to give to everybody because I don't care. We're in a lab and I can send a article on how to set it. I'm sharing. And sharing. Share this folder. Storage. Caching. New file. Okay. Just gonna make this simple for us. Supply. Okay. Security. Change permissions. Everyone will give full control. I think I did that at the drive level. Citrix -B. I did do that at the drive level. Alright, share. Storage. Security. Edit. Where's advanced security? There we go. Alright. Now we're cooking. Alright, so we got 2 places. And let's go ahead and mess around with this policy. So we have a policy from before. We got some WIM components in there when we were messing with that. So I went ahead and just created a new one. I enabled the container, and I enabled profile management. Alright. I need to fix this console. I'm not liking the way I got it set up. Do I have it linked already? Alright, so we got our Citrix policy. So again, we got our Citrix specific policy, and then we got Microsoft policies within here. And then we have this one that I created looking around. Alright, if we look at our Citrix policy, just to follow up on the last video, as we're learning along, this thing will overload. Alright, and we need to fix that as well. We're only going to use computers, so we'll set that. Okay. Good. Less to process. Alright, so if we look at our Citrix policy, again, we got the updates in there. We did that. Some stuff that we probably won't look into anymore with the indicators. That was needed for one of the indicators. And there we go. I had to add these in for Workspace app as we'll toggle between these two, looking at other stuff. And, oh, it does show in here. Man, I was wrong. Okay. Man, I thought this did not show in here. Oops. I need to update the article I put out. It's listed right here. Unfiltered. Man. Do I feel like an idiot? Man, when did this change? Or, I might need to look at that. Anyhow, well, that's new to me. So in a video, when we did the group policy management, I don't know why I didn't figure to check, but I assumed this did not show in here, but it does. Learn something new. Okay. All right, so that's all me. Anyhow, going back, we got our profile management enabled, process log on for admins enabled, disabled the telemetry stuff. Got our profile container enabled. You have to list something, so we got everything encapsulated. But let's look at the new features. Man, that blows my mind. Luckily I'm human. I say things that are wrong all the time. Man, that's crazy. I need to look at some other environments and see about this. All right. Let that load. Profile management. All right, so I did went ahead and imported the new ADMX templates. So everything should be up to date, except for maybe Workspace app. But anyhow, profile management's up to date. Active write back. And I know Citrix has gotten real good about putting this in here. I know in some older templates versus their web articles, it did not match up well. So there's that. But we want to look at some offline support. Not this one. All right. And we need a path to a store. I think we need to dig deeper. Enable access to exclusive access. No, we'll do read write. To disk. Enable local caching of profiles. Container based solution only. That makes sense. Local caching of profile containers. Okay, clean that up. I think it's under advanced. Automatically reattach UHD disk and session. This kind of applies to both their solutions, file and container base. I don't think that's it though. It's misleading. Enable in-session profile failover amongst user stores. There we go. Multiple user stores are deployed. Profile container failover occurs only at user log on by default. Yeah, there we go. If profile management loses connection to the active profile container during a session, it will automatically switch to another one. Enabling this policy requires that profile containers, if you have any other containers such as OneDrive, blah, 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 this policy will be disabled. All right, so do I need anything else with this? If you, this policy is automatically store, replicate stores. Both. synchronize. Okay, enabling policy. Yep. One of these multi-session credential based current asynchronous automatic configuration. I was reading these earlier. Failover occurs, log on by default. Alright, so we have that. It doesn't say that it is dependent upon a policy. These are enabled, it will be disabled. Alright. Alright. So let's go to the user store. Absolute path or path relative. Alright, so I can only put in one. We'll do Citrix -A. Let's go back to advance and let's do lets you replicate user source multiple paths. Lets you replicate a user store to multiple paths in addition to the path to the user store. Okay. Alright, so we got A and B. User store selection method. Oh, so this one's cool. This setting applies when you have configured replica store users. You can set this one to access based on configuration order or by performance. We'll leave this one alone, and all we want to see is the one policy. The one that I want to see is the in-session profile container failover. Alright, that's good enough to me. Alright, so we got this one. We'll oops, did I hit shutdown? I did. Oops. I'm going to restart it instead of shutting it down next time, or just boot it up and then we'll test it out. Man, this is blowing my mind. I swear, we set this in policy, you weren't able to see it before. Could just be losing my mind. Need to double check myself. Maybe if you have this installed on a standalone server versus your domain controller, it doesn't show. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. Because I got this component installed on here. That might. I'm telling myself. Yeah. All right, so this is booted up. I don't need anything special. We're not going to leverage Citrix, but I will. I'll go ahead and show you. There's some big things coming out, or that are out. But I'll go ahead and give you a taste. Just some cool stuff. Stuff that was always there. It's just you had to do some custom code to your web config and a bunch of other stuff you had to maintain, but now they built it in the GUI. Storefront. All right. Got our new UI, but what is this up at the top? You can embed links using Storefront. You can always have edited this page messing with the web config and JavaScript and all kinds of other cool stuff, but it's Storefront. I think it's cool. Put KBs there that nobody will read. Put links. Put links there that take you to crazy places. Put your own icons. I saw that when I was finishing up the gateway. Was it this one? Yeah. Receiver for web. But while that's going, let's go ahead and log in so I'm not wasting time. I get sidetracked easily. We got process for admins. So we'll log in. Citrix profile management is kicked off. We should see some traffic on here, and I see some space taken. Citrix admin. When? All right, and let's go to site B. All right. So it looks like it's still logging in. It may, so I don't see a read-write disk. So maybe by default now it does a exclusive access. Or maybe I could be wrong about that. But it is different. But we'll look in here. Our profile should be mounted. And I need to dig into the changes that they have made with profile management. All right, so how do you know? How do you know? I need to figure out how do we know which one is which. Somebody's here. All right. Let's look at this one. Hold session. You went on. Back to profile container. The watch changes to the first session are saved. Profile managed container. Use policy. Okay. All right. Let's see if we can get this to work. So we're logged in. We'll create that. Saved in the profile. And man, there's a tool that you can run, and it'll tell you whether or not tell you what store you're hitting. Box. Citrix tools, CDF control, BDA utility. Man, the supportability pack is getting wimpy. Well, okay. Well, that's not in here. I downloaded this, and I guess they removed a ton of stuff from the supportability pack. That's good to know too. Is it under program files, Citrix, user profile management? Oh my goodness. That's not what I wanted. Nope. How do we... Let me think about this. Apex tool. Well, Google will be our friend. All right, how to see which store Citrix UPM is using. Well, I know it's in the init file. Let's use Google instead of Bing. No thanks. I know you can do it by self-troubleshooter. Well, check the UPM settings. Alright, so I guess it's going to be in this file. But I don't have anything to quickly find this because I gotta go UPM settings dot. Is that the file? It's probably in that directory we were just looking at. Alright. It's getting kinda whack. I know it's almost finished, but I can't handle it. Citrix user profile management. UPM settings. Nope. No match. It ain't gonna be in here. policy. Let's do properties, view. Will it be in program data? Nope. Yep. Employee improvement program. I don't. Driver action. Help. Epics. Search helper. Message. Well, I guess we'll just have to fail it over and see, because I'm not sure exactly where it's at. Disk management won't tell you. Could be a liar. Yeah. I guess I could look at sessions. No, that wouldn't tell me anything. View action file. Folder. Group policy. Excuse me. Open file, sessions, Citrix admins. Alright, so that's B. Oh man, I gotta knock this out quick. Gotta go to the library. And while I got this, let me file, save as, desktop, admin. There we go. File, action, file. This GUI thing is gonna kill me one day. I'm already behind. Save as, desktop. Infrastructure is code. That's where it's at. Alright, so we're on 1. Alright, so we got that. Alright, so let's fail over. So we need to shut this down. We'll see what happens here. Action. Refresh. Alright, so that is down. Not seeing anything happen yet. Let's do new. Spinning. Disk management. Anything happening? Hmm. Still loading. Okay. There we go. Awesome. This is a little slow. So there is a failover in session. Man, that is clapping. Pretty cool. So there is a brief little interruption, but man, I'm excited. This is something. Do you want to remove this item? Ooh, no. And we can just go back to doing what we were doing. All I'm doing is doing this. This is what most people do throughout the workday. It's just creating, moving their mouse around, jiggling it, good to go. But anyhow, again, just with some simple policy configuration, replicate user stores along with setting the store and profile management. You can have multiple paths, and you can set it based on best performance or what was that order? Configuration order, which I need to find that INI file. We got some cool stuff here. But anyhow, I got to go to the library, and we'll do some more stuff with UPM. I think I had storefront pulled up on here, or maybe I didn't. Oh, that was on A. So let me power that back on, and I'll show you that little web link that I thought was cool. And look at that. I showed you how to troubleshoot using a GUI. Just learn PowerShell and replace me. All right, still going. Come on. I'll keep wasting time. I gotta go to the library. I gotta return these books. I just want to get this in real quick. In session failover. What is it? Yep, it's right here. Pin links. Yeah, that's cool. You probably already seen it because you're in the cloud, but I don't know. Yep. But anyhow, cool stuff. We'll do some more with profile management as there are many other policies in here for modern applications, user store selection, which we saw based on best performance and configuration order. There's a lot of stuff in here for compaction and expansion, notifications for hey, you're using like 100 gigs, dude. You gotta calm down. Um, yeah, there's a ton of other stuff along with something else that's cool because I used to have to script this. Is it only in here? Nope, they haven't put it in here yet. So this is all folders. Maybe it's in here. Not active right back. Um, registry. Profile. Registry. exclusion list, inclusion list. Look at that. You can now exclude from the registry. Man, that will help you out with some Microsoft products. Cool, cool stuff. Anyhow, I learned definitely something for this piece. I think that component just needs to be installed on the server that you're viewing these templates. But this blew my mind right here. All right, have a good one.